Hey everyone, my name is Sydney Abercrombie and I am the author of Dreaming With Zidi Blue. So I wanted to become an author because I actually used to be a substitute teacher and the kids always have independent reading time. I was substituting for second grade and I literally remember flipping through chapter books for the children or that they were reading. And I literally just said to myself, I can do this. And that's literally how it started. I went home, I think it was that same day, and I started writing just like that. I have been writing for about 4 years now, I believe. And actually, it's been a little bit longer than that because I would write short stories and some poetry starting in high school, but it wasn't anything that I did like all the time. But I started writing consistently, I would say, about 4 years ago. So, the only thing I would say that I need in my writing space to stay focused is just peace. Peace and quiet. And honestly, it doesn't even necessarily have to be quiet. Maybe I am playing some jazz music in the background or listening to rain sounds or something like that. I just need something to keep me at peace and keep me focused. My favorite writing snack and drink would be some sort of fruit and coconut water. I love coconut water, it's so good. When I finish a book, how do I celebrate? It's funny because I feel like I'm just happy to be done that I put what was in my mind onto paper or into my laptop. So I think I'm really just excited that, not to say that it's over with because it's not. I still have to send ideas to my illustrator so that she can do what she does. But I don't know. I guess I just do a little mini celebration. I'm just happy that I did it. I had the thought, the idea, and it manifested. So I think that is a celebration within itself that I did it. I would say it's easy for me to stay motivated and inspired to continue writing because I'm a very creative person. Even if I'm not trying to create anything, ideas are constantly flying to my mind. So at some point, I just have to get it out of my head. It's that creative bug doesn't leave me alone. Hmm. I have written 9 books in the Dreaming with Zidi Blue book series. 5 is currently on Amazon. The one that is my favorite would have to be, I think, book 8, which is Zidi pretty much hanging out with her dad. That's kind of how he's first introduced into the series. And I know that's like the second to last book, but he finally makes it in there. And so the 2 stories in that book are Zidi and Guitar Island and Zidi Gets the Blues. So it's really just an adventure in both stories with her and her dad. And I think it's really sweet. And those 2 stories mean a lot to me because I dedicated that book to my father, who's now deceased. Rest in peace, love you, Dad. So, yeah. The most surprising thing that I have discovered through my writing is the amount of creativity. I'm very creative in a lot of areas. Like I said, that creative bug does not leave me alone. As you can see, I love music, I play instruments and stuff. But I don't know, sometimes, I would get stuck trying to write certain stories, but I'm that type of person where I have to leave it alone and come back to it later and it'll just click. And I'm just surprised at the creativity that continued to flow to me for these stories, for these books with Dreaming with Zidi Blue, and it was just nonstop. Everything just came to me. I really didn't have to sit and think too hard about a lot of the details, but it really felt like it just flowed to me, and I really appreciate that. It felt like this story was made for me. Like, these books were made to be written by me, and I love that. Most rewarding part about being an author, I would say, is just writing for the children and actually seeing or hearing the reviews from some people that I know that do have kids, and they're like, oh my gosh, my child wants to read this book every single night. Like, they love Zidi Blue. Or, you know, just seeing that my work is enjoyable, that children do actually love it. And I hope that some of these little beautiful Black girls see themselves within Zidi, because I definitely wanted each story to represent actual things that you dream about, things that you can actually go through, because some dreams are crazy. Some dreams are you know, dreaming about family members that have passed on. Some dreams don't make any sense, but, you know, you dream about them anyway. So, yeah. How do I see my writing evolving in the future? That's a good question. I would love to write novels for adults in the future. So, yeah, to me that would be huge, because that's a lot more pages to write versus what I'm doing now. But, you know, when the time comes, when it's time for me to be doing that, then I will. But for right now, I'm writing for the children. The message that I hope readers take away from my books is that Black girl magic is real. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, Black girl magic is real, and you need to be utilizing your magic. Please don't let it sit in the closet, in the dark, in the corner somewhere. It is meant to be shining in the light where everybody can see it. Black girl magic is amazing. It's amazing, okay? What do I read for pleasure, and how does it differ from what I write? I love this question. So I read romance, I read mystery, I read thriller, and I read fantasy, and also autobiographies. And I feel like that in itself explains how that's completely different from what I write with the children's books. But I enjoy reading. I pretty much read every day. I try to read at least 50 pages a day. So, yeah. If I had to give advice to other aspiring authors, I would tell you to just do it. Quit letting it sit in your mind and collect dust. Just do it. Execute it. Let it manifest. It's going to be amazing. You are having the thoughts that you're having for a reason. So be creative. Use your paintbrush and paint that picture. Use your fingers and type that book up. Whatever. Do it, okay? Just do it. It's meant for you to do it if it's in your mind. Well, thank you for watching my video and learning a little bit about moi. I appreciate it so much, and I hope wherever you are having a phenomenal day, evening, night, afternoon, whatever. Just stay amazing, stay you, stay unique, and yeah, remember to let your magic shine in the light. Thank you.